game, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Jets first down.
They'll look to throw again. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10. We should mention, to go along with the great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Ethan Evans on now to punt.
Back deep is Tyreek Hill. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 18-yard line.
On the jump. Go, Reed. Go. Crack all 80. Come 19. Come 19.
Off play action. Richardson. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
19 tight. 19 tight.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Fair catch called for, no gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Isaiah Foskey brings him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? You talk about this Jets defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week. That's into double coverage and intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side is intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
The 1st down pass. Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Drag. First down, well done. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The Dolphins are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season, and they fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. His throw incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And he comes back with 1 complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
You know, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
70 Lions.
Richardson on the bootleg here. Being chased, and he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of...
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now it's Ginn. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. We're scoreless after 1. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. What a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Here's Ethan Evans now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Watch out for Hill on the return. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
Ready.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And given the elements, this might have been what we would have expected, Charles. Scoreless into the 2nd quarter.
The elements have definitely played a part in this game, a big part. And I think that both teams have been a little slow to adjust their playbook and start playing to whatever their strengths are in these conditions.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Buffalo 18.
Richardson looking to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
At the 4-yard line.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll bring a tight end in motion. They'll run with Hall. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Jackson Smith and Jigba. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Let's go now.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense. What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Mustang 19. Ready.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. A good pickup there at 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Richardson. He'll dump this off to Achane. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this.
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2. But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And complete to Smith and Jigba. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
They'll set up a throw.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Jets.
Jackson Smith and Jigba
With his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point, a bit of an adventure, but it does make it through. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25.
Come on.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Richardson's and the throw here caught by Addison.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Second and a couple.
65 cat.
Richardson to throw off play action.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. But he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run go wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
A give, running right, Achane.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Panther 11.
Achane here, they stay on the ground.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Okay.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
60 Maverick.
Here's Richardson to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! Devon Achane. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. A try here for the extra point.
And that one makes it 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll find Hall. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Third down and 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
I feel like my man, old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold.
Ready, break.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Richardson now on 2nd down. Throw caught by Achane. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
A final shot before the half. Richardson. He's going to throw one up from the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
On the set.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Richardson looking to throw this. And he'll get it right back to Washington. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Now it's Richardson. Flush to his right. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Darnell Washington from a yard out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
I thought that was a nice job there of feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now Hall to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now back to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this returnable for Hill. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
What's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one, because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. First down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. The defense was dialed into the pass. They overlooked the draw play.
And how often do we talk about the oldies are still goodies? Because that draw play comes straight from Coach Paul Brown's playbook, going all the way back to the original Cleveland Browns.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he's still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Jets will take over here just shy of the 30. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
They'll start on the ground. Hall.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now they'll change things up. Ball again on 2nd down.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
He finds Wilson.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 6 from the 10. They'll go again with Hall.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. In motion right, that's Wilson.
Back to throw here.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, looking at the down and distance, that's where the issue comes in. It's not...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a line. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown.
So that changes everything. Everything. I mean, instead of adding to their 4th quarter lead with a field goal, they surrender the lead on the block and return.
And how about the awareness defensively? Because it's one thing to block it. It's absolutely another to locate it, scoop it, and take it the other way. Just an incredible job right there.
So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2.
Dragon 60. Ready.
Richardson will throw for it.
And he fends him off, escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. He'll look to throw.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, 2 yards.
They'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Hall.
He's into space past the 25.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Back to throw again. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Jets on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Hold the ready.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Right back to Achane on second down.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
19 tight. Warriors 70.
On third down, here's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big gain of 31 on third down.
Richardson off the play fake.
And going deep for Hill. Touchdown Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 42 yards.
And the Dolphins answer Dolphins are back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the fourth quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
And the Jets have got it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now he's loose again. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Another try from the 14 on 2nd and 10. Ball want to give up the middle. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. They will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upset. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. This is 1st and 10. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go. Start. Check it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here's Richardson to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Trap 60.
Richardson on 4th down. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Jets are going to get the football back. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Wilson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Go!
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
And there it is, the standard symbol. Taking a knee means that one team won, and the other one obviously lost the ball game. But now that team that won is 2-2. After the first 4 games, I think they're okay with a 2-2 start. Not overly happy, but at the same time, not depressed either.
You mentioned to me breaking down a season in quadrants. So the first quadrant is kind of a check, as you said, for okay. Not great, not bad.
Yeah, right now they're just holding serve. they look forward to their next four. Maybe they can make a surge there.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break.